and welcome. Today, in our WISE themes, we're going to be talking about using kind words. My name is Paula, and today we're going to be discussing the importance of saying the right words in the right way. Have you ever used kind words in an unkind way? For example, you tell someone, good job, without really meaning it. Or you say, I'm sorry, and you don't really mean that. Saying the right words involves saying it the right way too. Sometimes we might find it hard to say the right words. So let's hear what Carl and Cassie have to say in the video, and they'll be sharing our big idea. Drum roll, please. Let's watch the video.
Carl? Are you okay? Why aren't you talking? This is basically a talk show. You have to talk. Oh no.
Welcome to Grow TV. Introducing your host, Carl. And your co-host, Cassie. Where we learn, where we grow, and we talk about Jesus. Once again, welcome to Grow TV.
So apparently Carl isn't talking today, so we have to figure out something to do. How about Mad Lib? Mad Libs are like stories we get to make up as we go. So I'll read the words we need, and you can fill in the blanks with whatever words you want. Right, you can't talk, so maybe we can act out the words? All right. Okay, so I need a name of a person. Is that T? Okay, I'm guessing the Queen of England? All right. Okay, give me an adjective, a word to describe something. Smelly, stinky, farty. All right, that's pretty weird. I think we need another adjective and a noun, a person, place, or thing. Wait, I don't know what I'm guessing yet. Flappy pumpkin? All right. All right, so now we need another adjective and a noun. Grumpy tree? Okay, last one. Give me a verb, an action. Skip? All right, let's hear the story you made. Once upon a time, the Queen and I went to the park. On our way to the farty park, we saw a flappy pumpkin on a bike. We also saw a big grumpy balloon tied to the tree, so we skipped home.
Pumpkins can't ride bikes.
Well, look at you, you can talk.
I know, I just couldn't hold it in any longer.
Well, why weren't you talking in the first place?
Well, Cassie, I messed up this morning.
You did? How?
Well, my mama told me to clean up my room this morning and, well, I didn't want to.
Yeah, I don't feel like cleaning my room sometimes either. So what happened?
Well, I said a bad word.
Really? What did you say?
Well, when she told me to clean my room, I said, no. I know.
Did you get in trouble?
A little.
Wow, you didn't choose the right word, did you?
I sure didn't. And that's why I wasn't talking. I figured if I don't talk, I won't make the same mistake and say the wrong word again.
Yeah, I get that, but I think there's better ways to go about it.
Really? How?
Well, think back to the time when King Solomon had the right words for those two women that were fighting.
Oh yeah, those two women that lived in the same house and both had brand new babies.
Yep, but But unfortunately, one of the babies didn't live. But instead of telling the other woman, the lady switched the babies and took her friend's kid who was still alive.
Man, that's really sad. But also kind of messed up.
Yeah, so when the mother woke up, she was so sad because she saw her baby wasn't living anymore. But she looked closely and realized it wasn't her baby, it was her friend's. But the other mother wouldn't admit what she had done, so they went to the King Solomon.
Yeah, then King Solomon said to split the baby in two and give each half to one of the women, which is pretty weird and kind of terrible.
It is weird, but Solomon really didn't want to hurt the baby. It was a test. You see, the real mother of the living child begged King Solomon not to harm the baby, and she said it would be okay if the child went with the other woman, if it meant her child could live.
So that's how he knew he was telling the truth. Holy moly. Solomon is super wise.
He sure was, and the only reason he was so wise is because he asked God for wisdom, and that gave him the right words to say.
So you're telling me that we can ask God for the right words?
Yes, I'm also telling you that's our big idea.
No way! Today's big idea is we can ask God for the right words.
So say it out loud on the count of 3. 1,
2,
3.
we can ask God for the right words! All right! We did it! Sounds good! Thanks for helping me understand, Cassie. That was a great story. Don't you think so? Cassie? She's not talking. Oh, because the words thing. I was doing that earlier. Okay, she's not going to say anything, so see ya. Bye.
Hello again. This week's Bible story comes from the 1st of Kings, chapter 3, verses 16 to 28. Pause the video and read today's story with your family. Wisdom helps us to know we can go to God for the right words. When we know what words to use, they can help us in almost every area of our lives. This can be an incredible and difficult situation for anyone to figure out, but Solomon was calm because of the wisdom God had given him. He had no intention of hurting the baby, but he knew that by saying what he did, he would be able to figure out who the real mother was. King Solomon knew what words to use, so the truth came out. Are your words kind and wise when you are in a difficult situation? See this piece of paper? Once I crumple this one, it's impossible to put it back the way it was. This is similar to our words. Once we say them, we cannot take them back. Even though you say you're sorry, the hurt from your words might linger a little while. So we must be wise with the words we use. Let's take a look at our memory verse for this month. It comes from the book of James, chapter 1, verse 5. Verse 5. And it says, if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, and it will be given to you. James chapter 1, verse 5. Awesome job today. Thank you for joining us for Kids Church Online. Remember to click on that link in the description below to find this week's coloring page and our Grow at Home page too. We can't wait to see you again. Have a great week.